Welcome to another segment on ETBU Action Today, broadcasting live from the campus of East Texas Baptist University. And as I look through the windows here of the Ornella Spiritual Life Center on the first floor, it looks like a beautiful day in East Texas, and it is. We've had rain for the past, seems like forever, and we thank the Lord for that because we desperately need it in East Texas. But today the sun is shining, and it's a nice, beautiful day in East Texas, and we're joined by Lyndsay, the head volleyball coach at East Texas Baptist University. Coach Mashe, your regular season is over, but you have some non-conference games coming up this weekend. Kind of as a fine tune for your team to get ready to go into the ASC tournament, which we'll talk about in a minute. But talk about what your Lady Tigers are facing coming up this Saturday at the UT Tyler Invitational.
Well, we'll start off playing Hendricks, and they've been in and out of the top 25 this year. Just going to be a very aggressive offensive team. We played them last year, and they're just good, and they're going to get after it, and it'll be a good challenge for us. Our blocking is going to be instrumental in that game. And then we'll play University of Dallas, who we've seen this year early on, and we know that they're really scrappy. I mean, they just get after it on defense. They get a lot of stuff up. So we're expecting two good matches for us.
As you formulated the schedule last year, did you very deliberately plan this kind of a break between the conference and this match coming up Saturday to help your team get ready for the ASC tournament?
The conference schedule is set for us, so I didn't really necessarily plan that out the way. It worked out really well, though, but I did. Sometimes we'll play 4 matches in this weekend prior to conference tournament, and I did purposely only want to do 2 just for the fact of, kind of saving our legs and getting prepped for the conference tournament.
Last night there were conference matches, and with those matches and how they turned out, it finalized the bracket for this year's American Southwest Conference Volleyball Championship. 3 teams from the East Division, 3 teams from the West Division make it. They seed 1, 2, 3, and then they bring up the bracket. And I noticed the bracket is out, obviously. We've got it right here in front of us.
Right.
And your first opponent, as you're the number 2 seed from the East, play Hardin-Simmons on November 5th at high noon. And they're the number 3 seed out of the West. I hate to say let's look ahead because you got matches this week, but let's do look ahead because this is a very important part of your season because the winner of this tournament gets the automatic qualifier into the NCAAs. So as you go into the conference tournament next weekend, tell me about what you expect.
I'm expecting every team to be given their all. It's do or die for anybody, and anything can happen at these conference tournaments. And, we've seen that over the years we've been coaching here. It's basically anybody's ball game, and whoever wants to just show up and play their hearts out have a good chance of winning this conference tournament. So I'm expecting our team to do that. They've set a goal from the very beginning of the season, and I feel like they're going to get out there and give it their all to achieve that goal.
Even though you have the matches on this Saturday, do you go ahead and start putting in some ideas to your team about Hardin-Simmons to get them ready for the next weekend?
Well, it's hard to each team is so different, so it's kind of hard to prep for Hardin-Simmons this weekend. But I think the biggest thing we're focused on this weekend is being aggressive all the time because that's what's going to get us the opportunity to win a conference championship is being an aggressive team. So that will be our focus. That's kind of prepping us going into our tournament.
Of course, the American Southwest Conference Volleyball Championship Tournament is a double elimination tournament. Of course, I'm just going to talk about staying in the winner's bracket. If you win against Hardin-Simmons, then you face the number 1 seed from the West on the next later that day at 5 p.m. Right. And then the champion is scheduled to be the next day. No matter how you look at it, it's tough to stay in that winner side of any tournament bracket.
It is. Yeah, I mean, we're going to face, just really great teams on the winner side, just as if we had to fight back on the loser side. But I think we've got some kids that are on our team that have experienced what it's like to go the loser route and try to work their way back up to the championship game. And I think they know what it's going to take and what we need to do to stay on that winner side to make it easier route for us. So I'm hoping that their leadership and just their determination will keep us on that side.
I know that you love volleyball because you're the head coach here.
I do.
But is this the favorite part of your season, or is it the favorite part when all the team gets back together and you start the season?
Oh, that's hard to say. I mean, I absolutely love when we get started, but this is what you play for. I absolutely love competing in the conference tournament. I just love seeing everybody do whatever it takes to try to go win, that championship. And so to me, this is, like I said, it's what you play for. So every coach loves to coach in the conference tournament, I would think.
Well, of course, obviously, high school volleyball right now is going through the playoff system. Do you and Chris, your assistant coach, which happens to be your husband, get a chance to catch some matches locally to start recruiting for next year?
We do try to. We even try to encourage some of the teams that we're recruiting from to try to schedule matches at ETBU during the week. And so there may be a team, that comes in on Tuesday that we've got a committed kid from, and which is Hallsville. And, so we definitely try to hit some of them, but it is a challenge right now. Our number one focus is our girls, to try to continue strong at the postseason for sure. So.
Coach, one last question.
Sure.
Our next guest here on E2 Extra is Mallory Sanders. Tell us about her before I bring her on the show and we talk with her personally.
Well, Mallory is just an incredible leader for our team. She's a team captain for the last, this is her second year being a team captain, and she's done amazing things for our team. She leads us in kills most games, and just plays all 6 rotations. So she's been a great player for us.
All right, Coach, always a pleasure to talk to you on E2 Extra.
Thank you.
And best to you and your Tigers this Saturday in the UT Tyler Invitational. And then, of course, all the best we can put out there as you enter into the ASC tournament, another exciting tournament this year for the ASC Volleyball Championship. Coming up next on E2 Extra, as we just said, we're going to visit with Mallory Sanders, one of Coach Mashe players. Back with more from the Huffman Student Activities area on the campus at ETBU in just a moment.